Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name's Dad. How you doing? Good. Today we're snarking on Scylla, the Priscilla, the Dorito bag wearing weirdo from Fathering Autism. She goes to bat for herself, I guess, a little bit in this live stream on Facebook, from Lipstick on a Pig or Lipstick Mama, Lipstick Mama, where she gained her entire following and platform off the back of her child who has autism. All their wealth, all their money, all their houses, all their cars, all their fun things that they do, and the amount of times they go to eat and the Dunkin' Donuts they've ingested, all comes off the back of exploiting a child who could never, ever give informed consent, ever, because she doesn't speak. And so I don't like these people, never have, but someone said you should watch this video, and so let's take a look at it together, shall we? Okay, let's go. So let's continue to do this video. Let's talk about what's going on in old Scylla's world.
Hi guys!
Hi, sell skincare routines, but look like this. Buy my skincare. No thanks.
How are you?
You don't care how anybody is.
Why you make
Her hair's too big.
sure this is working because it's giving me weird notices here.
You're a weird notice. Medium burn.
Let me make sure.
Are you wearing curtains?
Let me see. Is it working? I don't know that it is. Oh, wait a minute. That wouldn't be the right page. Hold on.
Wow. This is real
Hold
good.
on.
So good. This one.
Okay, perfect. It is working. It is working. Let me share here as well. Okay. Hello.
Shut up.
So I feel like I needed to come on here and make sure that you guys understand the way Pots, Pans, Priscilla, Lipstick Mama, Priscilla Maass, Maass, and Fathering Autism.
Look how many platforms they've built off the back of exploitation, and they're like, this is what we did. Like, it's all us. We did this. Look, she's just admitting it out loud. Look at all the platforms we've created.
Work. Because I feel like there's a disconnect.
Oh,
And
is there?
I'm a little bit sassy. Okay, so I'm just...
Are you now? Sassy frassy? Are you? You're a little bit sassy. Shut up.
preface this with that. Because there's only so many
Dunkin' Donuts
comments that you can read from other women that are like tearing each other down, and it's nonsense and it needs to stop.
You know what? No, it doesn't. You put your life on the internet. You make tons of money doing this thing that you do. You leave yourself open to criticism. That's just what you can't say. I don't want criticism. Too bad, lady. That's the internet. Welcome.
And so let me just set the record straight for you guys.
Yeah, let's hear it.
And maybe break it down on how my marriage works and
we don't need to know how your marriage works. Thanks. We don't need the visuals. We appreciate it. Just, we've seen documentaries. We've seen...
we work together as business partners.
That's what it is. For real, though.
And just as a couple, because I don't think that everybody understands how this works for us. So
we know how it works for you. You exploited a child that everybody came to see. Anytime you put her on your page, it exploded the post and grew that way. I did a whole video just going through her Facebook posts. And every time Abigail was put in the picture in a video, like 100-fold times likes and views. Hundreds-fold. Not hundreds more. 100-fold. Okay? Crazy amount. And everything you have is because of that. But they'll never say it. They don't want to admit it.
if you don't know, Asa and I have been married for 23 years. Okay? 23. This is not new to us. We know how each other work. We know our strengths and our weaknesses between each other. And the last few videos, my first live back And then a couple of videos that I posted on Pots, Pans, and Priscilla, people were like, oh, thank goodness for and I just made a post earlier and somebody said, thank goodness for Asa. And then they said, Asa does everything.
Well, okay. Your caregivers do a lot. Let's be real. Asa is probably the main worker on the channel. I'll give him that. Like, he probably does all the editing, the filming, and all that kind of stuff. He probably does most. Silly, you just sit on your ass a lot. That's what we see. Scroll on your phone. You don't do much. Like, you really don't. I don't care. Even Asa talks about all the times he's done things with Abigail. It's Asa doing it. Okay? You maybe cook maybe once in a while, sure. But you don't do a lot. We see that. You're lazy. You are a lazy person. Okay? Basically, you start an MLM. You travel a lot for some girls' trips. You eat at Dunkin' Donuts. You guys eat out a lot. You travel. And you spend money. And then you sit on your phone. Like, we see that. We're not stupid. You show that to us. Even when your daughter threw her iPad out the window and you had to go in your Dorito bags and try to fetch this thing, like, you barely do anything. So let's be real.
And I just need to be real clear. Real clear.
Let's go, sassy pants.
Okay? I am so thankful for my husband. I have been married to him for 23 years. That is...
Don't forget, everybody. Asa basically left her. They were divorced or separated for some period of time, and he went and got another lady pregnant, and then completely shirked his responsibility as a dad. And then wants to come on this channel, literally, and be like, I'm a great dad to autism. I'm an autism dad. And like wants to come across like he's a good guy. But when that dropped, he tried to sue people. He tried to get threads removed. He wasn't going to take responsibility at all. Even take responsibility on his channel to be like, you guys are right. There's this daughter that I have that I shirked responsibility for. He didn't even want to take responsibility for not having responsibility. It was crazy. The depths this guy will go to save his image, which is already tainted for being a dickhole. So don't forget that part.
Not by accident, okay? If he was not a good husband and human and...
He's not a good human. He's not a good human. Neither are you, right? But you guys can't say that. I get that, but he's not. Like, this guy, again, has I don't know if she's in her 20s now. Long time ago. This girl is an adult now and completely shirked all responsibility for this kid. Changed the way he got paid, put different people in charge, and so that he wouldn't have to pay more. Literally hid things from the government. You guys also ripped off the government when it comes to taking money for Abigail. You guys just, every moment you get to exploit her for cash, you've done it in multiple ways. You're not good people. You never have been.
Father and all those things.
Wow.
It wouldn't work. As well as me, if I wasn't a good wife and a good mother and a good human, it wouldn't work for him either. We both have morals. We both have integrity.
Do you have morals and integrity? Are you kidding me right now? How many times they sit in their pool floating around like a bunch of hippopotamuses talking about how they feed the homeless people and we're good people? How many times?
Integrity. We both have high
one time. But they did it in other ways too.
Standards. And so if that's not how your relationship works, then that's how your relationship works.
So, get this straight. So if your relationship doesn't work, that's how it works. What? Your relationship doesn't work. You guys are together for a business. You know what? The only reason that she doesn't want to get divorced and he doesn't, and I don't know, I think honestly, is because she would probably be left. I'm going to say it out loud. Neither of them want to be left in sole care of Abigail. I kid you not. That's literally the reason. I said what I said.
But I need to be clear that that is how our relationship works. So when we...
It didn't say how it worked, though. You just said you guys were both amazing people. Is that how it works?
When we first got married, Asa was in the Coast Guard. And so I became a Coast Guard wife. And I followed
And then he left you and slept with another lady and got her pregnant. Remember that? Like, why did they always leave this out?
Around. Thankfully, I loved it. It was, who we were at that moment.
So I hate when people are like, I had to become a Coast Guard wife. Thankfully, it was amazing and I loved it. So what are you complaining about then? What are you complaining about?
And then he got out of the Coast Guard and he worked for a motorcycle shop and I worked for Lowe's. And I worked my way up at Lowe's to be a customer service manager.
Oh, baller.
by myself.
What? You were a manager at a grocery store by yourself? Nice.
Okay? And then he would go to his job and do that by himself. Then we realized,
he was a mechanic by himself. What are you saying right now? What do you mean by yourself?
Hey, maybe this small town isn't the right fit for us because we don't feel like we can grow as a couple and a family and all
They grew as a couple over the years.
those things because we had dreams and aspirations of things that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
So then we moved here because I'm an only child. We wanted to be by I wanted to be by my parents.
Notice that she's like, my parents hated him.
Of course, my husband backs me just like I've backed him for 23 years.
The visual in my head.
Years, okay? He backed me and said, you know what? I think this would be a good move for our family. So we moved here because we could get better paying jobs here. And so then I started working for the port. And I worked for a stevedoring company. And I became a warehouse manager.
By myself?
All by myself.
What does that mean? Are you saying you're the only one in this warehouse? What do you mean by yourself? What do you mean?
Okay, without Asa. And Asa...
Where was... Oh, this is when he was off doing his thing?
Was doing amazing things in his mechanic industry. Oh.
Sorry, so stupid.
Okay, by himself.
So amazing.
Then we had, Abigail was 6 months when we moved here. She was 6 months old. Then we got an autism diagnosis. And that's when our world kind of went.
And they never talk about the IDD either, which is really weird to me. There's so many things they leave out. Big things, too, that are really important. And for some reason, they just don't want to talk about it.
Upside down. And we were like, what are we going to do to provide for our family, but also be there for our family? Because those are things that you have to do, right? Like, we can make all the money in the world, but if we're not there, it really doesn't, like, you have to find that balance. And so we were able to find that balance. Mm-hmm. And so at one point, Asa stayed home with the kids and worked out of the garage. And then it got to be where it was too much that he wasn't able to work out of the garage. So then I decided to I retired, but didn't retire because I wasn't old enough to retire, but I put in my 2-week notice.
You quit. The thing you're looking for is, I quit my stable job. He retired. He's such an idiot. And
we're just talking about how we need to make sure that we are building each other up and understanding that
language matters.
People have different ways of life. And that, so yeah. But anyway.
Notice how she left out, again, that he's impregnated another woman?
So, we decided as a couple, crazy, that it would probably be best if I came home and helped him with our business that we wanted to start as a family business. And so that's when A&P equipment came about, okay? And so for years and years...
Remember, if you're from Ontario, anybody remember the grocery store A&P? Do you guys remember that? I used to go there when I was a kid. Okay, story time. So when I was a kid, I grew up in, like, Stony Creek, which is, like... It's like Hamilton, basically. Across the street, there's a mall called Eastgate Mall. Okay, I live right close to Eastgate Mall. And... it's an apartment. He lived in, like, a ghetto. Like, no kidding. Like, low-income housing. Didn't make a lot of money. Like, we were just kids living the dream. Dumpster diving... Like, just playing outside all day. Like, it was a great childhood to the, minus the abuse and all that other stuff going on. But, like, we would go over to A&P, to the grocery store attached to the mall, and A&P had free coffee. And we, no kidding, man, we'd pour a thing of coffee and put, like, 80 sugars and just run around full of sugar, drinking coffee at, like, 10 years old. We'd go over to the fountain and, like, pretend to play near the fountain. We'd get, I dropped my thing in the fountain. We'd, like, pull money out of, like, coins. We got in trouble. Kicked out of the mall, like, 5 times for stealing money out of the fountain. Is it stealing, though? Like, it's, people put that in there. Like, it's just there. There's no sign that says you can't have this money. And we only took, like, 75 cents. But 75 cents was a lot in the 80s. Okay? It bought us a lot of stuff. We'd buy some candy. One time, I think I told you the story, but I found $20. Spent the whole thing on candy and almost died. That's how much it bought me. So that's my story time. Where was I going with AMP?
Years. And just so you know, the reason that my name was on that business is because if you don't know anything about small business, anything.
It sounds like she's trying to get ahead of something or some scandals about to break. And she's like, the reason I'm on, like, no, why were people questioning if you were on a business? You guys were married.
Women tend to get more.
So you're admitting that you did it because you get more stuff from the government because you're a woman.
You get like grants and you can get things like that if the woman's
it wasn't your business
name, if it's a woman-owned business.
They're like saying the quiet part out loud right now. Like, we have been taking advantage of the government and the systems for so long, like, and here's how you do it, and they're saying it out loud. She quit her job and put her name on the business so she get more grants because she's a woman, even though she's not a mechanic. Okay.
But more importantly, I took my 401k that I had from my job out at, and I don't have to, guys, but I feel like I want to. Nobody said that I have to explain myself. I'm choosing to do this.
Thank you for that.
So I took my 401k that I earned from that job out at the stevedore and company, and I said, okay, we're going to take this money and we're going to open a motorcycle, ATV, and small engine repair shop.
Cool.
And so that's what we did with the money.
Whoa.
Then
why are you so mad about this? Are people like, what am I missing? She's so angry that she took her 401k out to help her husband. Like, that's what we did. Okay. So, cares? Why are you saying this?
I made from my 401k. Okay. So we did that.
Relax.
And then we had that business for over 9 years. And then Asa, with his amazing personality.
Really?
He gets bored in life, right?
Here's the thing. And she's attributing all of their fame and stuff on YouTube to Asa's amazing personality. That's not what got you followers, buttholes. Stop. And the fact that they won't admit this is crazy. The reason you got followers was because of Abby, not because of Asa. That's some kind of like dirty that they're even now to this day not admitting. You guys came here for Abigail. There's nothing really wrong with admitting that, considering you don't care that you exploit her. But that's the reason they came, and they're still not able to admit that. That's dirty. You're doing your daughter even more dirty.
And so he was like, I'm going to start making videos about how to, our very first
how to autism things.
Video was, what does an autism service dog do for our daughter? Right? So he wanted to educate.
And things like, how does my autistic daughter use the bathroom? Let's put that in a video. Because that's my first video I ever did on fathering autism.
8 people. That was it. So he started doing this outside of the motorcycle shop. It was just like a hobby for him. And so I'm like, okay, awesome. Then he comes to me and he's like, so I think we should start vlogging. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I have really no desire to do that. I just didn't know what it
sounds like it didn't
was. So he kind of explained it to me a little bit, and he started making videos. It was always his
sounds
thing,
like
and this is what
sounds like you didn't even consent to this.
I don't think people understand is that it's his perspective. Okay, hence the reason the channel is called Fathering Autism,
which is a stupid name, by the way. It's so stupid.
Some people are like, it should be parenting autism. It should be this. It's his channel and it's his perspective. So you might not see me in a vlog. It doesn't mean that I'm not being a good mom and a good wife.
No, we don't think that's why you're not being a good. We know that you're not. Has nothing to do with the vlog. We could just see it in his vlog that he put out that you were this bad. So yes, it does mean that.
And all these other things.
What?
It means that I'm taking care of something else that our family needs taking care of.
Why are you crying right now? Stop, you baby.
Of.
What? What are you mad about? What the hell? What's going on?
I'm tired of
holy crap, she's an ugly crier.
Seeing she's not a good mom.
You're not a good mom. And not for like maybe if you guys didn't exploit a child, okay, and didn't put yourself first in almost every aspect of your lives. You didn't travel for all these lipstick mama events that you're shilling MLMs for, and you didn't grow your platform at the back of your child, and you like actually showed in the vlogs that you were a good mom, maybe we would have a different view, but that's you. You put that out there. You don't get to cry now. Like, I don't want to hear it, okay? Woe is you. F off.
She doesn't do this. She doesn't do that. I'm so sick of it.
Too bad. You put this on the internet. People are going to comment on what they see that you put on the internet. You don't get to cry because we're putting two and two together and we're making comments on what you guys put on the internet. Sorry. Spare me. Whatever.
And I can only take so much. And the people that say these things, I don't know if you don't have a special needs child. I don't know if you are jealous. I don't
Nobody's jealous. You can scratch that one off the list.
know if you don't have a significant other that supports you and you support them.
Here's the thing. No one's supporting you guys. You guys are supporting each other through the exploitation of a child. And to say otherwise is bananas. Everything that you have is because of exploitation. Everything. Nobody's coming to watch you guys. Trust me. Okay, no one's coming to buy your skincare. The only way you got there is by exploitation. Just admit it.
I don't know what your situation is, and I really don't give a damn.
Then why are you doing a video?
Because it's none of my business. And I know some of you...
You're about to say it's none of our business? Too late. It is our business. You put it on the internet, it's our business. You put your business out there for people to comment on.
You're like, oh, you put yourself out on the internet. Right. That doesn't mean you have the right to be a jerk.
Yeah, it really does. Anybody can do what they want with your content that you put on the internet. Yes, it does. It's freedom of speech, yo. Amendment 1 or whatever.
It doesn't give you any right to be a jerk.
Well, you're a jerk. Does it give you a right to be a jerk? Because you guys are jerks all the time to people. So, remember Asa was like, he was a jerk to me. So you guys can be jerks, but we're not allowed to be? Okay, got it. Thanks, sister.
I'm a human. I have feelings.
And
I am
elbows.
Damn
I think.
Good mom.
No, you're not. You're not a damn good mom. You're a terrible mom because you exploited a child to get where you are. You guys are terrible people. Nothing is going to reverse that. You can't just say it into existence. It doesn't work that way. You have to prove it by being a good mom. And so far, I'm not seeing it.
An even better wife.
Okay.
An amazing friend. And an awesome daughter. All of those things. And guess what? I'm also a businesswoman.
Yes, queen, slay. And how did you get that business? See, that's the root of everything here. When I talk about these people who think that they honestly believe she's high off the smell of her own farts right now. Okay? You didn't get any of this based on your merit or anything that you did. Well, the exploitation is the thing you did. But if you didn't have Abigail, none of the things that you're talking about that you have right now would exist. None of it. So don't sit here and be like, it's all me, because that's gross. Because even if let's take away the exploitation is bad and all that stuff. The fact that you're not giving her any of the attributes to what you have is disgusting too. Because she is the reason, and you're like, no, it has nothing to do with her.
Whether you like it or not, whether you like my business model, whether you like the
Nobody likes your business model because it's an MLM.
Company that I work for, guess what? I'm also plus size. Holy crap. And
what does that have to do with anything?
I can still be an amazing human.
Just more of a human than others.
Did you know that?
You're not an amazing human. And the fact that you have to say the thing means that you're not the thing. Okay? Cool.
And so what I want to tell you guys...
Did you just get on this Facebook Live to be like, guys, I'm an amazing human. Amazing, I tell you. Admit it to my hair.
Today is stop making assumptions, stop being internet bullies,
no,
and look at
too bad.
Yourself.
Look at you. She has notes that she's reading.
Look at yourself.
Look at yourself.
What are you doing positive in the world?
What are you doing positive in the world? You're taking advantage of people in an MLM, which works on a downline, which means that the top tier get paid while people have to shill out so much money, and 99% of the people that join this thing fail at it and lose money. Some of them lose more than they have. Some of them take debt to do that. Okay? You exploited a child to get where you are, and we can see that you've just done disgusting things with it. Or what do you mean? Like, come on. Nothing that you have is based on merit. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Yes, I'll introduce you to her.
Because my family has made such an impact.
On who?
Such an impact.
What is going on down there?
In the autism community, in the plus size community, and just being parents.
Stop saying plus size community. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, yes. Everybody, meet Junebug. Say hi, Junebug. She's a good girl. Oh, she loves to snuggle. Loves to snuggle. Oh, there she is. Hi, cutie face. What are you doing? You having a big nap? Did you have a big nap? Oh, I got you. Look how cute she is. What are you doing, Junie Junes? Junebug is my wife's new dog. She has been wanting a dog for a long time. This was all her choice. She named her. It's her dog. She wanted a Xena. If you guys don't remember Xena, my old dog. She's very much like a Xena. She's very pretty. She's very nice and snuggly, too. Gus is sleeping. Here you go, big girl. She's very distracting, I'll tell you that. She's cute. Anyway, let's get back to this garbage.
Young parents at that, we've made a difference. What did you do today to make a difference in someone's life? Quit being jerks.
Quit being jerks. Hey, we're not the ones who put Dorito bags on our feet to cross mud puddles.
Quit being jerks to me. Quit being jerks to each other in the...
Hey, Priscilla, bring it in here. Bring it in. No. Kiss my ass.
Comments, if you don't agree with something, just scroll by.
No. You can't. You don't get to choose what people comment on. If you're going to do dirty things, people are going to comment and call you out. They have one of the biggest hate threads in like Kiwi Farms and all these places, like crazy amount of pages of just dirty things that they've done. You don't get to say this. You don't get to pick and choose what you want people to comment on. You make money on the internet. Like, the audacity of these people to be like, well, just don't do anything. Yeah, get wrecked. Right, June? You tell him, June.
I don't need you to fight my wars for me in the comments section.
Oh, now she's mad at people for helping her, standing up for her. That's nice. Good for you.
I don't.
Okay. Oh, no. This is what she's talking about. So she gets mad at people for, like, going to bat for them by saying this. To forgive it for cheating and fathering another child, you stood by him. Makes you one heck of a woman. You're a beautiful, amazing woman. And then she writes, have you ever heard the phrase, read the room? You were obviously one of the idiots I'm referring to. Ace and I were separated. I was living in Florida with my parents. That's not called cheating, sweetheart. Please stop assuming you know about my life. We know, you show us. Hey, what are you doing? She's trying to get... Gus is scared of her, by the way. She chases Gus and he's like, I don't know, he's scared of her. He's just like, I don't know. He's just like, don't touch me. It's so funny because Gus is like a big boy.
So stop doing it. It's supposed to be a positive place. And
well, too bad. It's not.
Everyone is making it toxic. And
you're the toxicity.
It needs to stop.
What are you going to do about it? Hey? You going to tell on us? You tell the principal?
It needs to stop. If you don't like what
It's not going to stop.
do, block me.
No, here's what I'm going to do because I don't like what you do. I'm going to comment on you, snark on you, make fun of you, and call you out. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm choosing to do. What are you going to do about it?
It's not hard. Block whatever it is that you...
That's not what we want to do. People like us would rather call you out so that the world sees how toxic and gross you are. That's a service that we're providing.
Don't like that I'm doing. If you don't like an outfit that I'm wearing, you don't have to comment on it. Would you...
Sure they do.
You tell me...
They can if they want, though. That's the thing. Freedom of speech, yo.
If you saw me walking down the street, well, that's terrible. No, you wouldn't.
Somebody would. I mean, yeah, some people would.
You would not have that.
I would. I'll do it.
You would not do that if
Hey, Priscilla, that dress looks terrible. I'm going to do it one day when I see them.
you saw me. So why is it okay to do it on the internet?
I don't know. Why is it okay to exploit a child on the internet for cash? You answer mine, I'll answer yours.
If I was a young girl who was 16 or 17 years old and you guys talk to me the way that you do as 42, that would be considered cyberbullying. But
What? You're not 16, though. You're 49 or whatever.
yes, because I'm an adult, I'm supposed to be able to take it.
Yeah, you are. Because you make your money on the internet. And you did it skonnivingly. Skonniver? She's a skonniver.
It's not okay, and it's got to be finished.
Well, it's not going to be. So, sorry about your luck.
You have to stop. If you are watching toxic things on the internet, that's on you. Go
I'm the toxic thing she's saying.
over to those gross pages. Go to those gross channels and give them all the love you want to give them.
Jazz
but
hands.
stop bringing it to my page.
Or are people like sharing my link on our page? What are you going to do about it? No! You can't tell people what to do. F off! What are you going to do about
I'm
it?
so tired. People are like, you filtered your picture. No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Learn how to take a picture. Learn. It's
What? What?
not hard. You have a phone, you can take a picture, and guess what? I can take a picture right now. I could do it while we're on this live, show you guys, and 5 people will say that I edited the picture.
That's because you took it with a filter.
Because
I can't make this up. She's like, she's so angry. Yeah, hey, you all, let me take a picture. Priscilla, you're such an idiot.
I know
This woman is hilarious.
my good angles.
No, you don't. You have any good angles. This is amazing. I love this. This is so self-unaware. This is such bullcrap.
Somebody will say, oh, she edited her picture.
No, we're going to say you used a filter.
No.
Let me see if she put that on. Is this called Scylla's Pots and Pans? Is that what this is? So to prove us wrong, she just took a shitty picture of herself. It's so funny because all this really does is actually show you how fake these people really are. Because 2 seconds before this lovely smiling picture she took of herself, she was literally berating people on the internet and being super angry and upset with them. You can't. Like, that's... I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. There's 108,000 followers on here. It's got 1 share and 11 likes. Not even 1 comment. I'm sorry. These are her clients. You're gonna buy something from her. Is this her downline? Oh, this is great. Learn how to take a picture. Having fun with this one, guys. This is good. Let's continue on with the rant.
But guess what? When you take a picture like this, and then you take a picture, someone takes a picture of you, it's completely different. It's a different camera, it's different lighting, it's all these things. All these things, okay? So stop assuming that people are lying to you, because guess what? We're not. I have nothing to lie to you about.
You lied a lot. Sorry.
I put myself out there more than any of you guys.
Exactly. You're so close. You do. You put yourself out there more than anybody else, which is why you receive the comments that you get. Because people don't like you.
Do. Why would I lie about a picture? I'm not selling a weight loss supplement.
We know.
Why would I lie about it?
You're selling makeup. What's that to do with weight? Nobody said anything with the weight thing. I'm talking about the makeup. Right?
Do you think I look in the mirror and I don't see that I'm overweight? I don't need you to point it out.
What?
It's unreal to me.
What are you expecting from the internet, Scylla? What do you think the internet is? That's why when the apocalypse hits, like, we're all done. I have no faith in humanity anymore.
Really, what got me on here today was I saw someone keep saying, Asa does everything. Asa...
She's so mad.
Thank goodness she has Asa.
Why can't you just be like, you know what, you're right. Thank goodness I have my husband. You're right. He does a lot. Great. Cool.
I am blessed to have an amazing, loving husband. I will never take that for granted. I have an amazing, loving son, and as well as my daughter.
You didn't say amazing loving, though.
We're a great family. We're not evil. We're not
pretty evil.
Gross. We're not...
You're gross.
Doing all these things that...
You are.
Our asses off to get where we are.
No, you didn't work your asses off. You exploited a child to get where you are. Don't say you worked your asses off, because there's still a lot there. Okay, you didn't work anything off. You exploited a child to get where you are. And the fact that you're unwilling to admit it is crazy.
And if you don't agree with that, scroll on and block my page.
No. No, I won't.
We started off as 19-year-olds that made $20,000 a year.
Okay. Okay.
If you can't accept that I'm at a different part of life than you are, and so my life's gonna look different.
No, your life is where it is because of the people you exploit to get there, through your MLM, through your daughter. That's what people are upset about. Like, I don't know, you don't get this? Do you really not understand this? You stepped on everybody to get to where you are, including your own daughter. That's what people are upset about. Imagine getting stepped on by Priscilla.
Then you don't need to be here if you're just gonna be judgmental.
Okay. But what if I want to be here?
I go on trips because guess what, guys?
Because I need to get away from my family.
I realize that if Abigail were a typical, almost 19-year-old, I would be an empty nester. Do you not think I would be going on trips?
But you're not almost an empty nester. You're supposed to be home with this child that needs your care. What are you saying? Yeah, you probably would be going on these trips, but you're not that person, you idiot. You can't be.
Asa is not, he likes to go on trips with me. He doesn't necessarily want to go on other trips. That's why he doesn't.
Okay.
It's not because...
The question isn't why do you want to get away from your family so bad and Asa doesn't. That's the question. That people are putting these things together. That's puzzle pieces, you know?
He's not allowed to. There's like this whole conspiracy theory. You guys come up with this crap, and it's just insane to me.
Okay. Are you okay?
Okay?
No.
Stop being so judgy. Look at yourself and be like, what did I do to make the world a better place today?
What did you do to make the world a better? Like I think her and Asa honestly believe that they have made the world a better place. You name one positive thing that they have done for the world. Name one thing. Okay? Name one.
It's so ridiculous to me. And be ready to be mad because I'm about to go on 2 trips in
Is she trying to sell skincare in this video?
2 weeks. One with my mom and one is a work trip. And yes, I know my work trips look different than probably your work trips, but they're still work.
You know, you're not work trips. They're MLM celebratory, like, fart sniffing events for people at the top of their pyramids, right? Celebrating how they ripped off everybody and they're just like blowing smoke up each other's ass and drinking alcohol and partying and listening to keynote speakers. That's not a work trip, butthole. Eating friggin' buffet all day long.
Okay? And I'm still gonna talk about my makeup and skincare, and I'm still...
You should talk about it more.
It's
doing real good.
Gonna talk about the clothes that I wear and the earrings that I buy and whatever...
Those earrings are ugly.
Whatever it is that I want to talk about on my page is what I'm gonna talk about.
Cool. But people are going to comment on those things. So shut up.
Holy cow, I didn't know I could cause such an uproar by putting too many flowers in a flower pot.
Well, next time think a little harder before you put so many damn flowers in a flower pot. How dare you?
I'm going to make sure to take a picture of them later and show you guys how they're thriving. They might grow too big for the pot, and then guess what? You can transplant them.
Are you really this mad at strangers leaving comment? You need to chill.
It's not the end of the world, and if you're letting someone else's flower pots cause cause you that much distress, you gotta figure out life better.
Yeah. Figure out life like I did.
But I'm telling you guys right now, the bullying, the being mean to each other, all of that needs to stop.
Well, it's not gonna.
Ace and I work together as a couple, as a marriage should.
Do you?
Okay? We've been doing this for a while. We're good at it now.
You're good at exploitation, yes.
We had bumps when we were younger. Yes, we did. I mean...
You call that a bump? Okay, let's be real. Having another child while separated from you and then ignoring that child for her whole life is not a bump. Okay? And the fact that you just call it a bump means you don't take anything seriously and no one should take you seriously. It's not a bump, butthole.
I don't know many people that were married at 19 that actually lasted, that didn't have some...
You didn't last, apparently.
Bumps in the road. And we almost got divorced. We were separated, yes. But
like, see? What?
That doesn't
listen to yourself.
Mean that we haven't grown and learned and all these things over so many years, right?
No, it probably means you haven't.
Don't you want people to do better? I do.
Yeah, I want you to do better. We do want you to do better. We want you to stop taking advantage of people to put yourself ahead. That would be you doing better.
I want all of you guys to be better tomorrow than you were today. Whether
Shut up. No, you don't. You don't want the people making rude comments to be better. You want them to burn.
Or mentally or physically or whatever it is, I want everyone. That's the kind of person that I am. I ain't fake.
Yes, you are.
If you knew all the people that know me in real life, they would tell you this is who I am.
Nobody knows you.
I'm a giver. I'm a pleaser. I do for everyone.
Except for your daughter. And we've seen it. Like, she doesn't, like, we can just go see videos, right?
And if you don't see me on a YouTube page, or if you don't see me on one of our videos, it's probably because I didn't feel like putting a bra on that day.
Oh. Didn't have to have that visual in the old noggin. Wow.
And I'm a Southern girl, and that's what we do. We don't go on camera with a bra
Throw all the Southern girls under the bus.
off. Or maybe I just didn't feel like being filmed that day. Because guess what? When Abby doesn't feel like being filmed, she isn't either.
No. I'm putting my foot down for that bullshit lie. Because how do you know she doesn't want to be filmed? She has no way to tell you. So get wrecked on that one, you butthole liar. There's no way she just said that. She's a liar. You think Abby wanted to be filmed while she had a bloody nose in your live stream? You think she wanted to be there? Yeah? When she's distressed? She's having diarrhea on a boat? She's stealing people's food at restaurants? You think she wants to be on video for that stuff? Are you kidding me right now? She doesn't want to go meet hundreds of people at Dunkin' Donuts? You're out of your mind for saying that. What? She knows she's wrong for saying that too. She knows.
Stop being jerks.
No, you stop being a jerk.
Stop being jerks. Stop being mean to each other. Stop being mean to us and to anyone else.
No. Stop being a butthole then.
It's other people's lives. It doesn't affect you. It's just for entertainment and...
It affects the young girl, though, here. It affects your daughter. It affects the downline for your MLM. People who are going into debt and losing everything to be part of your stupid garbage makeup club. Yeah, it affects a lot of people. You affect a lot of people in very negative ways.
Education.
Including a daughter that's out there in the wild who had nobody to help her grow up. Well, her mom, but you know what I mean. Didn't have a dad, who didn't take any responsibility whatsoever, and then tried to shirk more responsibility by shifting the way he got paid and stuff like that, so we'd have to pay her more. That's disgusting and dirty.
That's what
jerks.
These vlogs are for. Okay?
Did she expect this to go her way? What?
I hope everyone has a fantastic Sunday.
I hate you all, burn in hell, but have a good day. Bless your heart.
I am going to cook for my family right now, because I have 3 more lives to do tonight with girls on my team.
Wow. Good for you, you idiot. What?
So have a good night. Thanks for listening. I'm sorry. This just, sometimes you can only handle so much.
Wow.
And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye.
He's trying to cook it. Oh my gosh, Priscilla. You are some kind of something. You idiot. She just completely... Honestly, she's like a pathological liar. There's no way that she believes these things are coming out of her mouth, and she completely forgets all the other crap that she did to get to where she is. That's nasty. She has no self-awareness of how nasty and what kind of person she is. That's crazy to me. How did you expect this to go? Idiot. Anyway, everybody take a deep breath with me. That was funny. That was awesome. She's an idiot. Thank God people like her exist so we can have some fun at her expense and stuff like that. And you guys, thanks for being here and having some fun with me, because you're amazing and expensive and stuff. You want to see the dog again? Come here. What are you doing, little June buggy? Little June bug? June bug says, hi, everybody. Look how cute her face is. Look how cute her face is. Look how cute her face is. She's so cute. She loves to snuggle. She loves running after Gus. She likes biting his tail. She bit his wiener. She's so cute. So you guys, thanks for being here. Thank you for being amazing. Thanks for coming along with our journey. We appreciate you. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. Don't act like her, okay? And we will see you when we see you.